it's like,
But there's no stuns, there's no lockdown. It's actually a pretty good Weaver game.
Yeah, there you go.
Perfect. Nice.
Take a hit, but Mushi is so low at this point. They really can't have him walk up. He has no raise mana. Spirit Siphon will go. It goes through invisibility as well, and S4 is just running him down. Another Crypt Swarm, if he knows where he is, might even get the kill. Another Spirit Siphon, but they don't have the detection until Alliance will back up. And 343 will try to contest the top rune spot. They drop the sentry there as well. They have Glimpse ready to go. Double damage has been picked up by S4, and they get the kill with the last right click coming out. That is just
almost 20 CS on him versus the one of Bulldog.
S4 as the raindrops that actually might keep him alive. The Spirit Siphon and Crypt Swarm more than enough damage. 343 really wants this kill, but he sticks up. S4 will stay alive, or at least bottles up. And that will be enough. 343 wanted the kill. No Shuriken. That would have secured it for them, more likely than not, but as well. That's big. They could use any gold at this point. And he just TP's back up top. Sprout into Bulldog. Dust is up. He doesn't have time left. He's got a Shikuchi. Will not save him. The living armor will, however, for the time being. But the open wounds comes out. The Stampede, but the last right click from Ohio, which was a mile away, gets the job done.
Perfect.
And he's leeching experience top, so they don't need to give it to him. It's completely fine.
He doesn't have a good way to get into the fight. Maybe like an NP bomb.
Oh, that sentry placed down to Donato will go, but there's the overgrowth. Mid one is just going to rage through it, and he'll chew through EGM. That big tree is going to get brought down, cut by Ohio, and they'll look to for the direct route, and Mushi is actually very far up here. Instead, they go into the jungle, and S4 is going to get caught now. The safety will come through. They get the cast off, and the Death Lord blows him up, down for 36. No more S4.
Bomb on the mid.
They're going to go run into EGM. He's cracked up, so the Nature's guys won't help him. That's a great static from mid one in trouble. The Death Lord will come out. He sticks up. He'll stay alive for the time being. Armlet toggle. It's not there. EGM low, but he'll be able to walk away even with the track on top of him. Bulldog and S4 nearby. They get the Crypt Swarm off. Mid one goes with the rage. They use the exorcism. S4 gets tracked up. There's the open one's going to work. Pop up the Stampede coming in. Loda looks for the stop, and now Mushi pops up the ultimate. The Requiem. They'll bring down one still. So 1-for-1 trade. Mid one has been lost by Fnatic. Ohio's trying to go to work. There's a haste to them. I think Death Prophet running around. No, S4 is going to get caught with a Sprout and brought down with the Nature's Wrath coming through as well.
Offering stuns.
Stampede coming out defensively. The Nature's Prophet will TP in. Ohio gets silenced up. Nicely done by S4 to drop that. Right on top of Ohio, but the Sprout comes out, blocks his catch to the high ground. Death Lord will come through the infest shot. He'll Yules himself, and actually, with the Spirit Siphon doing a lot of damage to DJ, and he heals all the way back up from the Spirit Siphon. Mid one having to work for this kill with Ohio. They'll finally bring him down. Nobody from Alliance was in.
Weaver cannot get there quickly.
No, he cannot. They're going to go in. The Blink Stomp's going to come out. Mushi's a little far forward. He doesn't have the Yules Scepter. Might have to use it. He needs some help. He needs defense. He'll stay alive for the time being, but the Crypt Swarm will bring him down. The secondary Requiem does some nice damage to S4, but mid one is going to back up. But here comes the Glimpse. He's got Rage. He'll have to in the mid lane as the Glyph comes out.
That was a nice timing of a gank. Fnatic certainly felt comfortable with Weaver down.
Yules, Exorcism, DJ, he's been caught out of position. He's going to get Spirit Siphon down as well. They even have the Medallion up from Bulldog. They're going to kill him with the Shikuchi in the last right click. They even get the Exorcism off 3-4-3. He's just getting blown up. They turn 3. Alliance coming out of middle.
Almost gets bombed.
And there's the Requiem that shows off, but mid one is actually taking a static storm. S4 going to work. Spirit Siphon comes out, Crypt Swarm brings him down, but Mushi has TP'd back in, they've killed Aki, they're looking for S4, Exorcism will go, Ohio pops BKB, the Spirit Siphon, they should be able to bring S4 down, the tracks up the Death Lord, they're blowing everything for this kill, and they will get it done. BKB's smoked up, and they will find Mushi. Blink Stomp comes out, they can infest out, the Veil's going to come through at this point, and here comes mid one, there's the surprise, Requiem won't go, they get the overgrowth off, double Yules at the same time, Ohio's TP'd in, Requiem is going to get canceled, he's not close enough in S4, now he's going to get blown up by, see you later, down for 68, mid one will go to work, they get off the static storm before Aki goes down, but it's only a moment too late, and Loda, he will be able to get out, they're going to chase after Bulldog, they've got the track up, does he have time left, he's already used it, DJ, he's got cats, they're going to go for the raises, the Death Lord will come out, the living armor, he might stay alive for the time being, he diffused off the track, but it's not enough, and mid one still going to work, Loda, the last to be alive, the return damage will come through, but Loda will fall, they did bring down the Agents of the Light Skill, but it's 4 dead, with no buybacks on Alliance.
Use all his spells too. Yep.
Yeah, he's good.
Only 200 mana for Requiem. Maybe not like a double Yules with a few raises in between.
Ohio, I don't know about that play. That was very dangerous. He went for the Bloodthorn on Bulldog. He got it diffused off, and now he's going to die. There's going to be the Requiem coming out. It doesn't really do that much damage. Returns in. Bulldog runs into it, and now he's going to time lapse out and avoid all of that damage. He refreshes, so he has another Requiem. They should have seen it. They had a bug on him. And EGM, and actually EGM can delay Mushi's action into that fight. They're going to use the Stampede to start things off. The Yules will come out. Exorcism's going to go as well. The Requiem, Ake, see you later. Now time-lapse back, and Admiral Bulldog avoids most of that damage. Jules up coming out from S4 to make sure he stays alive. The Infest out looking for that damage. Ohio taking a lot from the Exo system, but it's still healing him, and here comes Mushi the right click. Can they keep S4 alive? The Spirit Siphon will do the job for the time being, but Mushi, a couple more right clicks, and finally they will get it done. No buyback for S4, and Bulldog will go down next. He does have buyback, but this is certainly going to be Roche. They buyback on the Lifestealer. They'll get him into the fray, and right click from Fnatic is too strong. Loda forced the buybacks, but they will lose the range racks in the process. They will lose Megas right now, Ben. They have the glyphs. They'll keep the melee racks alive. So maybe I spoke too soon. They'll jump in, stomp. It's only going to be under one as Ohio pops the BKB. The tracks are up coming through. Ohio is low, pops the cheese, though. The Requiem will come back out and in. And Ohio's still alive, but he gets up to Nature's Wrath before going down. Ake stays up and ready to go. They have to buy back on EGM, and Alliance hold at least. Bulldog has walked up a little too far. Big one blinks in, open wounds. Time-lapse is not there for 19. Shikuchi, he's got it in 2 seconds. The Yules will come out. He just wants to Requiem. Boom. See you later. No, he misses the time, and Bulldog actually gets out of there. I think it was the Living Armor helping out too, but Luda's just going to jump right into DJ. 4-step down to the low ground. Sound Step, Glimmer Cape coming through. Do they have detection? They do. They'll be able to bring him down, so DJ dead for 60 seconds.
Cinder's fine if you can itemize for more damage.
Well, if you get a double stomp off like that with a double edge, then it's pretty good. That is a lot of damage with the Crypt Storm on top. They're going to lose both their supports just instantly, and so Fnatic have to back up for another minute or so without being able to do anything. He's going to find Loda. He actually blinks on top of Ohio. Stampede will come out. BKB goes again for Ohio. I feel like I've seen this move before. He's getting low, not dead yet. Requiem comes through. Back in. They will lose Ohio instantly, but at Death Ward, chewing through Loda. The right clicks, they will bring him down. Dead for 105 seconds, no buyback. But Mushi's going to get brought low. The Spirit Siphon Exorcism on top of the Static Storm. He's dead for 97 seconds. They've lost their 2 big cores. That is a mega kill spree going for Ake. They would have liked that to be on any other hero, but I'm sure they'll take it one way or the other. 3-4-3 now being chased down, but they won't go any further. DJ will sit in the tree line. That is a gigantic turnaround coming up for Alliance. Even losing Loda, they don't care. But here comes Mid One. He wants Ake. He's going to find it. They buy back on both heroes. They're going to boss in on top of Mid One. Ohio's already into the fray. S4 was not expecting this. Gets silenced up. Sprouted as well. They don't have Stampede. Requiem gets forced through the tree line, though. Will they chase him down? They get the Yules up. Requiem back in. Bulldog has the time lapse. S4 getting screwed up. Mid One going toe-to-toe. The Spirit Siphon continuing to keep S4 alive. And he's just trying as hard as he can to stay up and ready and fighting fit. Yules will go into defensive this time. Stop, avoided. Mid One pops the man at the perfect time. 3-4-3 going toe-to-toe with EGM. Can't get the job done, but here comes Ohio. The right click. The Mjolnir procs coming through. S4 is still alive and just gone out of this fight, but Loda will have to die back. Dead for 100 days. S4 just desperately trying to cover the retreat of everyone else on Alliance. And Mid One says, I don't think so. Ohio TP's in again, even further forward. The Mjolnir procs are coming like crazy. They will take down 4. They will buy back on 2 with Bull. Bad idea. You don't really need boost that much on a Weaver. Maybe in this type of game, but Mid One blinks in. He really wants the racks, but he has to rage for the Static Storm coming out. The Exorcism as well. The Shiva's Guard. Mid One might actually be in trouble. He's going to have to turn and look to fight this with his open wounds, but he's actually going to fall here. It should be him going down with Bulldog getting the last right click. He's dead for 102. He does know that something is up. But Loda still might get caught anyways with the Evil Scepter. The Requiem's going to come through, but not timed well enough, and it looks like Loda's going to get out from there. It's going to be the Guardian Greaves, keeping him ultimately alive, but the chewing through from Mid One is just more than enough damage. He will survive for the time being, but he's left S4 alone. He's going to have to back up and regen up to the heart. Ohio actually gets brought down, but that is just stages. Mushi's low as well. He does not have buyback. He gets slipped back into the fray, still alive, but barely. The Death Lord coming out. S4 is in trouble with Ake more so. Mid One will bring him down. The Death Lord coming out. He's dead for 120 seconds. No buyback on S4. Bulldog about to go down. Last right click. Ohio's Aegis is up and he's back into the fray. Mid One going to work the open wounds. Look at how he chews through Loda, and Mushi watches Requiem for God's sakes, and he'll get it. But it won't bring him down. Not yet. The Requiem return will do the job. Raises up Mid One, gets the double kill. They get the racks. They get the game. Fnatic take a 1-0 advantage here in one of our, in our last series of the day between Alliance and Fnatic.
Very valiant effort by Alliance. They fought pretty well for being 30k in the hole. It did not feel like they were 30k down on Fnatic. More so maybe 5 to 7k.
There was a point in time there where we're like thinking, like, is this actually going to happen? Is Alliance going to find that one team fight?